Coach Johnson at Etowah High School.
Hunter Simmons, senior.
Caleb Smith, junior.
Caleb Burns, senior.
Coach, I'm going to start right here with you. We always kind of start these videos out like this. Unfortunately, last year it got shut down as you guys, just got started getting some traction. How hard was it for you personally to have to come in and tell your guys that the season was getting shut down last year?
I saw an interview the other day, kind of a similar question, and as a player, I would have really, really struggled with it. I think it would have been much tougher if I was a senior, especially as a guy who was maybe trying to go on and play college, but just missing my senior year. I think as a player, it would have been really tough. When we walked off the field on that Saturday, I thought we were coming back. I really felt like in 2 weeks we would come back and at least be able to finish some type of modified season. So, it was just, unfortunately, there was never really that time. There was never that time where we were all in a room and able to talk about it, because it was just such a disconnect. You couldn't bring them up here to have meetings, so that was very tough. And the communication with our kids, that was a very hard part of it, because I don't feel like we ever really truly had that closure until well into the summer. When we got our guys out here and did a little cookout and did some interviews with them, but we really never even really got to have that conversation.
Same kind of question to you. When it was taken away, you got to see these seniors lose their senior year. What was that like for you?
Oh man, I was feeling it for them. I really felt like, it hurts when you get your senior year taken away.
Yeah, man.
And it's exactly like he said, especially if they're trying to go on to play for college or whatever.
Absolutely.
And it hurt me also. I was really wanting to enjoy my junior year and enjoy it with my buddies that were seniors, and I just didn't get to do that.
I think we would have made a good run in the playoffs last year. We had a really good team. And it was pretty hard for me, but for the seniors, I felt even worse for them, just knowing that their baseball careers are getting ended way early.
No doubt. I'm digging the Bret Hart glasses, by the way. Those are sick.
It put everything into perspective, as like it can just get taken away from you just like that. Not to take anything for granted, especially the relationships that we built with the seniors the past 3-4 years that we had been on the same team as them. You kind of felt it for them when it got taken away, as much as you felt for yourself.
Yeah, because those are like your brothers.
Yes, sir.
Burns, you had Tommy John still. How's that? I mean, you pitched a complete game the other day, correct?
Yes, sir.
So is everything going good with that?
Yes, sir. Everything's fine. I've never felt better.
That's good. Well, Burns, I'm going to start right back with you, and I'm going to come back down, get you guys to answer this same question. And Coach talked about it. You guys didn't actually get together and actually have that, going away talk, I guess you could say.
Yes, sir.
But to see it firsthand taken away from you, and now having it back here to where you can actually go and play baseball and enjoy this fresh cut grass and the smells and the sounds of baseball, and you guys being seniors and stuff, how's that like for you, knowing that it can be taken away and now you have the opportunity to play again?
Everything this year, it means so much more. Honestly, like it just, we practiced harder. You take practice more seriously now. Last year, days you just didn't want to get up and go to the field. Now, this year, you think, it can be taken away just as easily as it was last year. So,
no doubt,
it's a lot more work going into it because of everything that's happened.
100%.
I think you got to embrace it and enjoy it a little more, just knowing stuff get taken away so quick like that. You just got to work harder every day. Just enjoy it.
No doubt.
The way I think about it is exactly what they said. Just enjoy it while you have it, because you never know what can happen. And I feel like, me personally, I feel like I've been pushing people more to be better and work harder, because some of these underclassmen, they don't really try as hard as they possibly can.
They're knuckleheads.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But you actually hold them more accountable.
Yes, I try to, yes.
That makes sense. But you got to see what happens if it is taken away.
Yes, sir.
We actually had a couple kids that had some symptoms early, and we were in week 4 of practice, and then we got banged as a program for 2 weeks, and we were out, and then we missed 2 weeks of practice. So, we know that rug can be pulled out from under you.
That had to put you behind the 8 ball.
And it was difficult, and I think it was difficult on them. But one thing we have done is we've talked a lot about, be present and live in the moment, because I think as a society, not just kids, I think adults, we're just as bad. You know, we sit here and video the fireworks show and share the fireworks show, and nobody watches your video of the fireworks show instead of sitting there and enjoying the fireworks show.
100%.
You know, I shared a video with our kids, and if anybody's watching as a baseball guy, I highly recommend it. But it was Mariano Rivera's last pitch, and he throws a pitch, and he doesn't know it's his last pitch, and all of a sudden Andy Pettit and Derek Jeter come out to the mound to take him out. And as a baseball player, you can watch him, and you see this flood of emotion where he realizes, hey, that's it, it's over. And I'll be honest with you, as a baseball guy, it's kind of hard to watch. And not every baseball player is going to get that moment in Yankee Stadium, but every baseball player is going to get that moment. So, and you don't know when it is. I mean, I've seen guys have injuries. They threw their last pitch and didn't know it was. So, we talk a lot about just be present in the moment. When we go out on the field, I tell them, I say, man, slow down, look around, and just enjoy the heck out of it. You get a small window of opportunity to be a high school baseball player. Go out there and be a high school baseball player.
Coach, how special is it to coach here at Etowah with so much tradition that you've helped carry on the legacy and rolling out great players and things? How's that been for you here?
I don't like to think of myself as a young guy. I'm an old guy. I've been doing it a long time, and they'll tell you, man, first game before we hit the field, I'm in right field about to squall my eyes out, choked up, just because you don't get to do it forever. There's going to be a day where I don't get to do this, and man, I'm lucky. I'm lucky to do it. I know a lot of people would like to have my opportunity, but a lot of people would love to be this guy. They'd love to roll out there and play shortstop. So we're blessed to have that opportunity to do it. Quit chasing the next best thing and just do what's right in front of you. That's why, I know every coach I know talks about just let's win today, let's practice hard today. Well, there's so much truth to that. Just, heck, we're fixing to practice. I can't wait to practice. I want to get out here and get before this rain gets us. So, I think, we got to control what we can control. And, man, it's a great game. Just go play.
Same question, playing not just baseball, high school baseball, but here at Etowah with all the tradition you guys. How's that been?
Oh man, I love it. I can't really explain it. Like I love being here. I play with most of the people I grew up playing with, and also playing against people that either go to Gaden City or something like that. And I don't know. I just can't really explain it.
It's a blessing. Just so many great people around here. The atmosphere is just different, and I love playing here. It's the best.
No doubt.
Yeah, it really is. People we play with now and when we were freshmen and sophomores really just set a standard of how you need to practice and play, how everything goes in with baseball, just all around it.
Let's talk about this season in general. Start back with you, Coach. How is the team at this point in the season? Do you think you're about on par where you guys need to be? I know you always want to get better, but as far as it's moving along, let's just say moving along.
I feel good about where we're at. I think baseball, with area play and the playoffs, you're just trying to get in. Our goal every day is we can just come out and keep getting a little bit better. It was tough missing those weeks of practice, and we had to weather the storm a little bit. I'll say this, I feel like it's going to help us in the end because we were throwing a lot of guys on the mound that maybe wouldn't have got to thrown if everybody was at their pitch count where they needed to be. So I'm hoping in the long run that's going to help us out because we've developed more of a staff than just those 2 or 3 starters. But, the guys are good. They had a great weekend this weekend. They won the last 3, and they understand what we have to do to win, and what you have to do to win high school baseball games, and they're getting better at that part every day. But I feel good about it. And now we're moving a little bit closer to area, and we'll see.
How do you feel the team's coming along yourself from a player's perspective?
I feel like at first, because we have a lot of young guys, we only have 2 seniors on the team, and I feel like the young guys are finally getting the groove of playing high school baseball, and I feel like we moved forward a lot since our first game, and that's it.
I think we're coming along. We had a rough start starting off, but like he said, I think the younger guys are getting pretty comfortable with high school baseball since it's a little faster. And
no doubt. It is a little bit different, ain't it? You got guys up there throwing in the 90s, like the guy sitting beside you.
Yeah, basically just pretty much what both of them said. Just we started off at a slow start to the season, but starting to get everybody in groove with everything. The younger guys starting to fill their roles and positions. Don't have to worry about who's in what position now.
No doubt. Coach, you talked about it earlier. You guys, when you had those 2 weeks off, don't you think that put you behind the 8 ball, so to speak?
Yeah, but a lot of programs have a lot of basketball kids, so they have to deal with that in a different way. But I told them, when we come back, nobody's going to care what you didn't do over your break. Baseball players have to be a little bit different. That cage never closes out there. There's always a place to run and throw. So, they had to be a little bit accountable. But I've never had a Zoom meeting that taught cutoffs and relays and put signs in, but we've done it this year. So we tried to make the most of it. And I know a lot of our guys, they put the work in. It's a little different, trying to do it on your own. But other people, they've been dealing with the same stuff. So it wasn't just us. So, like I said, the basketball, it goes so long. So that's not a real uncommon thing. So you just gotta, you gotta control what you can control and understand that you don't win championships in February. You gotta get going and you gotta get better and better. And hopefully we're on that path.
Let me ask you guys as players this. Moving forward, you guys are starting to catch some traction now and trying to get to where you need to be. What do you guys think it's going to take from a leadership standpoint out of you guys? Because obviously you 3 guys are sitting here for a reason. What do you think it's going to take from a leadership standpoint to get this team to that next level?
I hear him say it all the time. It means more coming from players than a coach. So I feel like us, me and him being a senior and him being a junior, we need to talk to him more, show him how to do it, and just let them watch us so they can
lead by example.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Because they're going to be watching us because they think we're superheroes.
If you're in the trenches with them, then they got to take it serious.
I think we just got to push them harder. I mean, they look up to us, so they're going to watch what we do. We got to set examples. Just be great teammates. I mean, we got to, on the mound, when somebody's struggling, we got to run up there, give them some words of encouragement, and keep rolling. But the young guys are really coming along.
Good.
Basically, like Simmons said, leading by example, like running on and off the field, just big body language, not getting down on yourself after an error, just always being that guy that everybody can look to if something does go wrong during the game.
Body language, morale standpoint.
Yes, sir.
But it makes a lot of sense. Coach, I want to ask you this. Having baseball back and you doing what you love here at Etowah High School, write me a storybook ending to this season.
Well, I tell you, man, a lot of times, we say 1, 2, 3 Riverwalk. I want to go to Riverwalk. I want to play there. I've always wanted to play there. I've been trying to win a state championship since 1991 as a junior. That's the first time I remember, really talking about it as a high school player. And, I've never had that. But, I'll say this because they've heard me say this a million times. I don't want our success to be based on a scoreboard or a game, right? I want to make sure that we're doing things the right way, that that we're learning, that we're developing young men. But the storybook, because if we dogpile, I'm jumping right on top of it. I promise you, I've been waiting a long time. So
that's awesome.
That's my storybook. Yeah,
I love it, guys. Appreciate you guys sitting in with us today and taking time out of your day, get you out of class a little bit. And we're going to try to beat the rain and the noise, and we're going to shut it down, guys. I appreciate every one of you, and good luck the rest of the season.
So thank you.